Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new round of the Celerity eSports. My name is Dylan, your commentary for tonight, but I'm not alone because together with me is Jake again. Hi, Jake.
Hello. First time we've been here for qualifying, so this should be good.
Yeah, that's right indeed. Previous times you had the other priority, and then you joined. Just in front and for the race. So it was always pleasant to welcome you before the race. But now indeed a full qualification session for both of us.
Yeah, and this is a track where qualifying means an awful lot because strategy is so influential in this race that a lot of people will try some different things. I'm expecting a lot of people, particularly ones that fancy themselves to win this race, to actually try and qualify on the medium tyres, because the soft tyres are not a great race tyre here. They don't last very long. You're either forced to do a 2-stop or a really painful 1-stop. So that's going to be interesting to look out for.
Yes, this is one of those circuits there. The left front tire is definitely under pressure. And yeah, some drivers will try to make the 1-stop today from soft to hard. But in the practice, we already noticed that it's going to be a risky thing, as the hards in the end will almost wear out. So puncture, that's something you want to avoid. So maybe that's why it's safer to go for a 2-stop, go twice on mediums, for example.
Safety cars have a big impact here. They do tend to come out because it promotes good racing. This track, the barriers are not directly close to it, but they are there. So, especially through turn 1 and turn 2 and 3, it's very easy to lose your own and hit a barrier and going out. That could impact it. In the later stage, if you're on hard tyres, punctures always do a big threat to ruining the race, but the rear tyre wear here is also very bad, and this is a difficult track for traction. There's a lot of heavy traction zones, and if there's any people using no traction control, that will probably be better for tyre wear overall, but it would be more risky on more tyres. That's something to look out for, that if anyone does use no traction control.
Yeah, it's mixed. Some drivers are not using it anymore. There are also a few drivers who are not using assist at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to learn at the moment, but no racing line is very difficult. So.
Yeah, but it's also they don't have the pace yet that you can see in the second and first division. So some drivers are capable of driving without assist, but then the pace is still missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that it's better to almost learn no assist and develop your pace, because then you know. I don't know, it's an interesting thing, but I respect people who can use analysis. I personally just use racing line. I'm not fully good with this, I'm trying to learn no racing line. The first car I think to start a lap is the Red Bull of Artisan, and not the one I recognised. I can hear my own voice, so that should mean my volume's okay, but if it needs turning up.
Yeah, that was me. I put up my phone, but the volume was still on, so that's a radio effect for you. I'm sorry, so it's off.
Artisan, we're using manual gears, which is good. Use his second gear for that corner, which is something that many people choose. That's something I very much like, because you get great rotation. And it's difficult to get a power down. Oh, he's at a spin, he's going to be out.
Yeah, we are seeing the same thing. It's Atismo.
Yeah, I do not know how he managed to keep his wheel there. He went into that wall with so much velocity. And that's a corner that catches a lot of people out. The fastest is there. We saw it a lot in real life at F1 and F2. That is a miracle how he's still in the session, but he'll probably ruin those medium tyres now.
Yes, it's a new driver in the league, actually. Atismo, I think I should announce him like that. And he's still reserved today, the absentee from Robert Dodo. And his teammate as well, Mauric, so that's why he's on board for Red Bull today. And he had a spin, but I think he will be alright maybe in the race. He got some talent, we already witnessed it, so let's see what he can bring.
Yeah, the fact that he had the confidence to go out on medium straight away is good for him. As Poseidon with the 25.8, that's not a bad banker lap. Typically, eSports laps in the highest level leagues are around the low 24s here. I'm not really sure of the level of this league, but from what I've seen before, I'm expecting we may see 1 or 2 people getting in the low 25s, maybe the high 24s. 2 people fighting for the championship, maybe seeing Nicky Rizzles and Tio Mia.
Yes.
And they're only 4 points apart, so very important for whoever of those could finish higher today.
Yes, they had the 3rd division still within the league, of course, for drivers who are improving to the higher divisions. So I think a 124 is already too much for these drivers. these are timings we will see tomorrow. I think a 125 low, that must be it today.
25 right is a very positive start. Again, even 25 0 is respectable. It's weird because this is quite a long track, but there's actually not that many corners as it is as a machine. There's only 50 on a series of 25 corners and 3 attack kills. You can see on the.
Did you see the?
A lot of these.
Sorry, did you see the spin from Lucky? By the way, he almost did the same like Etismo, but Lucky managed to keep it. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you just join that. It's such a different corner there, and that's something you see pretty much every driver is a racing corner that's kind of spin on top of the hill. That's Michael Kazuki. I was saying, this is a track that flows very nicely from one corner to another, despite having a lot of heavy braking zones. It's one of the drivers tend to flow. It's also one that track evolution is very big at, so at 25 km is great for a track from the floor. Even like just 4/10. He will be in, which is exactly what he wants. Nicky Reels is about to cross the line, and he's only 5th place, 26.2, so I can only imagine he's made a mistake, or maybe he just doesn't like this track.
Mike Okazaki maybe incoming. Now this is his teammate Nova starting his hot lap.
It is Mike Okazaki spun, I think, at the top of the hill. He's out of fuel anyway, so he's not really finishing that. I'm not going to Apollo 2. He's sort of decking the racing line there. It is optimal to go a little bit deeper into turn 1 and really use as much of the track to get the straight and exit as possible, but he went a little bit too deep there, sort of cut off the corner and then gets a nice apex, but then was a little bit deep because he's scared of the outside curve, so not optimal from him. A little snap in the fourth gear though, which is alright, and then he just about gets away with it on the outside curve, using all the track. Second gear, misses the apex very slightly of turn 8 towards the fantastically difficult but also brilliant to watch turn 10. Does he go deep here? Gets a pretty nice apex to be fair, and then a decent exit as well, medium traction. Heading towards that opposite DRS as he heads towards the final sector. This has been tidy from what I've seen so far, but the time there doesn't use the outside curve there, and then he's played in it because he can. This is a very easy corner spin on him. He does use curve and then have to back off the stroller so he doesn't spin. He's a long way from the apex there. He managed to keep it in the track limits. This has been a solid lap, and I expect to be mid-26 from what I've seen so far. The final corner, a lot of different lines you can set your game. He does set you up for the wall, and then use a little bit too much curve on the inside. Is it going to be across the line? Not going to be good enough for pole.
P5. 126.1.
Yeah, so I mean, if you can get in the 125s, I think that's going to put you in a decent position so far. Etismo is one of only 2 cars to not set a lap, and he's on at the moment. Is just him and C. Yeah, he's the only car I think on a proper lap at the moment, so we'll see what he can do.
Real Johnny indeed, going to start his hot lap through the last turn, and then pipe tag Poseidon in his out lap. See you later. See you later indeed. But he broke down.
He'll be able to get that back to the points.
I think.
Again, he's in 2 lap on the tyres, so he doesn't want to start the rest of the points.
I also think he's out of fuel.
Yeah, good for him. Etismo looked pretty quick through there, to be fair. Although he is out of fuel, having a long lap. Not a long lap, actually. It's about 1.2 seconds off the pole position if I saw this, but that will still put him in the mid-25s, which isn't too bad.
Well, I think that Etismo is managing now to nail a hot lap over here. No spin anymore, and I think this will be a solid one as well. 125, 126.1.
Just 24 milliseconds ahead of Nova Apollo. That 5th place looking pretty competitive at the moment. Teo Mayo looks comfortable at pole at the moment, but there's still plenty of cars who will want to improve on their laps, but be one of them. Takes a
Who's out, Jake? I think Johnny. Johnny is.
Yes, did he? Oh, there was a yellow flag somewhere. Johnny is on a lap, I think, yeah.
Yeah, he's on a lap.
He is. And he's going to choose to finish it. So last car to set a lap time, that was going to be P11. 26.4, not too bad a lap. the gap from P6 down to P11, just 3/10 of a second, separating P5 even to P11. It's very close.
He scored his first point last week, so yeah, it was good for him. He was happy with P10. I understand when drivers are scoring their first points, it's giving them some confidence boost.
Definitely confidence is very important in a league like this. Because I maxed out of the black one, he was taking the mistakes and more. They'll come to the pits now, one more pressure to tyres, big lock up on grass, EP8 there, he was in third gear for that corner. He actually kept a really nice minimum apex speed there, which is quite commendable for how big a lock it was, used to the outside curve and then fourth gear to the inside apex a little bit too much, but used to the track. This could be a solid lap. We're looking for as low in the 104 as 3 mils as he can be. He's 5/10 up, so this could put him deep inside the top 5, potentially even the second row if he can hook up the final sector.
Hey Jake, we have small request from Sneaky Tom. He says when you guys are on board with the drivers, it's hard to hear you guys, or maybe the game sounds a little less. So I also can change that maybe, but yeah, can you do a small tweak, just like you said in the beginning? And I also will make the volume from the game a little less. So sorry, apologies guys, need to change this one. But I want to see how I'm doing this here. Adjust audio mix, it's not possible. Well, for it's not possible for me, but I think
if you go into the in-game settings and then click on
Jake,
audio settings.
this is perfect, man. You are way better now. I think Tom is happy.
I turned up.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Alright then. If you need something with any more, just say I can do that. I don't want to speak all that loud.
No, but this is good. Tom, can you clarify for us? We are on board right now. Jay, can you speak as well? And then he can...
Yep, Nicky Rizzles has just gone P2. In the meantime, only a 10th off pole, so that's positive for the session. But he's got some decent pace. Teo Mayo is half a 10th up through the first sector. He goes through the second, uses all of the track, and then just touches turn 11th curve, fourth gear, a little bit of a lock up and a little bit tight in the airface, but he's a 10.5 up here. Was a decent through there. This could looks like he's going to improve his provisional pole time. Brother Adam goes P3 as well at 25.5, so he's up there. Round the final corner, fourth gear. Adam slips to the outside curve. He doesn't really want to be on what's going to be a rough line.
Oh,
25.2.
very nice, very nice. Yeah, this is my prediction, 125 low, and I think this will be the top. Maybe somebody can improve this. But he is 3/10 removed from Nicky Rizzles right now, so Nicky Rizzles needs to do another attempt to try to beat him.
Yeah, but he definitely does. They're all going to get one more set. I think they should all get back to the pits in time. Nicky Rizzles is 8 seconds off. He's not pushing. I thought he was. Luke PR is going to be the next of the top runners, I think, to set a lap time. Up into DRS on this back straight, presiding right out, but he's now rejoined, which is good to see.
Yeah, I think he has some connection issues. You asked me. Lucky. Yeah,
messy from Lucky there. What's he going to be through the middle sector? He's about 10th down. It'll be interesting to see whether he decides to finish this lap. Decent drive off of 13. And then the final corner that isn't really one corner, it's 2 corners technically, but it isn't, it's just one corner. Fourth gear, on the power as soon as he can be, and I think he's coming to the pits. We now get this part of the session where everything just calms down a little bit. Back at the final run, Celerity using all of the track. Through turn 6. Lucky to get away without losing the rear end. Novo Apollo, I think, is going to be the next car on a proper lap here. He's improving by 4/10, so he could promote himself at P4 here, but he goes wide. Out of turn 13, and he invalidates the lap.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
He should still get another shot at it, but it's a shame. Looks like he's still pushing here, but he's going to lose so much time because the RS is so low. And when you get in the 10%, it starts costing you speed on the straight. It'll be interesting to see whether he finishes this lap. Surely not. Yeah, he does come back into the pits. Later is not on the competitive lap.
No, he's
so this is going to be pretty much every car in the pits then. I'm not on a hot run. My god, Kazuki's going to be the first car to start his final hot run. He needs to be careful here. I think he's gone too soon because he's going to get held up by a lot of traffic of people on outlaps now. But I'll go hold with him, at least anyways, but that's his strategy.
Yeah, for one moment he was the only driver on track. And now he's together with, I think, Gravis in his outlap.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get blocked too much by Gravis. 5th gear, 6th gear, really only a lot of short shifting going on there, which isn't particularly quick. It also keeps the rear end in check and there's nothing wrong with that. 2nd gear and then short shifting to 3rd again, big fan of short shifting. I did turn for that. A little bit down through the 1st sector, but that's fine, then using the curve. 2nd gear again, 2nd gear, lovely rotation through turn 8. And this looks so far. If you're not using automatic gears, don't short shift so much. I know it's good to keep the rear end in check, but you're losing so much time on every exit. P6, gear 6 even, and 7th. And this has been a very, very tidy lap. He's just so inefficient on the corner exits with that, how early he shifted with the gears. You just can't get the power down efficiently. Through the middle sector, what's it going to be? It's 6,000 for the second improvement. For how neat his airfixes have been, it's a real shame. Most people are now out on outlaps. Teo Mayo's not going to make it out again here, so that's his qualifying over. There's no way he's going to get around in time. Chef there, Michael, because he doesn't improve his position. He might still get
slower than before.
Yeah. I mean, his airfixes are very neat. It was a tidy lap. He just shifts up the gears so quickly on the corner exit, and it loses him so much time. But I guess that's why you're here in Tier 3 to learn and develop. What to do.
Yeah, exactly. We're also probably next season that will be the time to introduce the 4th division, as we clearly can see that between the 3rd and 2nd division there's a little bit too big gap to make the step immediately from some drivers, because there are still automatic gears are still allowed, and in the 2nd division it has to be manual, but also suddenly there are really serious drivers out there who's already having a good pace. So yeah, the change is sometimes too big for drivers. That's what is really clear for us to that there should be a ladder in between. This will be a new 3rd division, and we will divide again. So some drivers will go to Tier 4, some drivers will go to the 3rd division. And this way we can make this better and even closer to each other. Gravis, by the way, in between with the invalid in the last sector. Unfortunate for him, he needs to. Now he can't try again. The time is up.
That's a pretty good system for the whole tier next year. Michael Kazuki's not going to cross the line, so the first car to cross the line for his final lap is going to be Luki R, improving by 3/100ths of a second through the middle sector. It's decent drive, not using all the track, but it's really solid. Can he improve? He does, but very minorly. Doesn't improve his position. But that could be crucial come the end of the session across the line. Actually, we've got a bit of a timing glitch here. I think there's no cars over.
No, always a bit of difference in between the times indeed. But it's almost there. Poseidon knows.
He goes P2.
Oh, Nicky
Rizzo's got the pole. Oh, what a lap.
Yeah.
25.1 right at the end, and the championship leader gets himself what looks a comfortable pole at the moment, unless brother Adam can improve, but he's wide, very wide, out of turn 11, and that's going to cost him time through the middle sector. Yeah, he's a 10.5 down. I think that's pole position for Nicky Rizzo's Teo Mayo. Oh, he's also on the track. Because we had the timing glitch, I thought he wouldn't make it in time. Teo Mayo has still got a chance to win it.
Small improvement for Nova Apollo, P9 for him, and then indeed brother Adam is incoming, like you said. He's going to be slower than he was.
Backed out. He had a big lock up into turn 10 and then just didn't accelerate on the straight, so he looked comfortable for all of qualifying, but right at the end, Nicky Rizzo's pulling out a big lap. The championship leaders are the comfortable front runners of McLaren, who's decided to have a spin that's being beat Larsman. Tricky corner exit.
Indeed. And Bulgasort stole P5. And Atismo took the 10th place, so he will start P10 in the race. But
yeah, that is everyone thinks he can say that, but he will say that.
Yeah, Lars still out. Nah, he will not improve, like you said.
Yeah, that is the end of qualifying then. Brilliant, and Nicky Rizzles with a 125.1. That's a very respectable lap time, so good job from him. That's pole position.
Yeah, it's his 5th pole position on a row. Crazy.
Qualifying specialist, and that's, yeah. This is one that's difficult to hold on to in the race. If any of these people at the back, for example Hutchie, I recognise him as being quite quick. I feel like he may be sandbagging a little bit so he can start outside the top 10. And the really overpowered strategy to do here is to start on the hard tyres, because you can go so long, stay in the DRS trend, and have some really nice mediums at the end. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone tries that. The mediums are still a better tyre to start on than the softs, just because you can go a little bit longer in the race. And this is going to be very interesting, so much can happen on this track.
Yeah, this is it. This is his 5th pole position in a row. 4th or 5th. One of those two, but I thought it was already 5th pole position for him. He wasn't the pole position specialist before, but definitely this season he's outgrown even himself. And he deserved it himself. So, yeah, definitely 125.189, a pole position for Nicky.
Yeah, it's an art to be able to hook up a qualifying lap, and credit to him for doing that.
Yeah, on 2nd place, Tio Mio is only 93 thousandths of a second slower than Nicky. Poseidon on P3, 2/10 behind them. Brother Adam P4, Bugazord P5, Graffis P6, Lucky Luke in Ferrari P7, see you later, Haas F1 team P8, P9 Nova Polo, P10 Atismo, his first qualifying result, P10 is not bad, Pipetech P11, Lars Van B didn't have a good qualifying result, but P12 for him, Real Johnny P13, Hachi 14, can be better for him as well, and then Mike as final driver P15 again. He's quite a bit slower than everybody else, he's missing about a second. So I think Bahrain is definitely not his favorite circuit. But let's see how he does do it in the race. And yeah, we are almost ready for the formation lap. I don't have to ask our drivers what the weather is going to be, because we already know what the weather is going to be.
I mean, if it did rain, that would be a big shot. One thing I did just notice from the race director there is that Tailmea used just 2 sets of soft tyres, as did Poseidon, whereas Nicky Rizzles used 3, which might signal that Tailmea is going to try 2-stop in this race, because that's the only reason I could think he would have saved a set of softs and not gone for a final lap or for pole position. Cause
I know what you mean, yeah. He saved out a set.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. Formation lap, a chance to warm the tyres. You don't want to get too much wear on the tyres, so I'm expecting we're not going to see as dramatic weaving as you sometimes will be, especially for those who are starting on the softs. And we can see those outside of the top 10, which ones are going to be starting on the mediums and which on the hards.
Well, I'm also wondering how Nicky Rizzles will do his launch, because he's definitely a specialist in pole position at the moment, but he's still struggling sometimes with his launches. So it's gone better already. Previous race wasn't ideal, but a bit better already. So that's something to look out for. And yeah, I think that can cost him his win, because it's definitely going between Nicky and Tio, and don't shut Poseidon out. We've seen him won last week and definitely outpaced Tio Mio and even Nicky. So yeah, it can go multiple directions, but my prediction will be Tio 1, Nicky 2, and Poseidon maybe 3rd place. Maybe he will do it. What do you think?
I'm going to say Hutchie's going to win this race, because he's starting in P14 on the hard tyres, which leads me to believe he deliberately started outside of the top 10, because he wanted to start on those hard tyres, and that is a really good strategy at this track. A lot of the professional league racers do it, and that's going to be interesting. The start's going to be crucial here, and I just want to say something different, because you said those front two will be the front two. Start's not important, it's very easy to follow in the DRS here, so he just needs to keep himself second, really.
I will change my thought, Jake, because Poseidon, he didn't have perfect connection. Maybe I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about it. I think indeed Tio will win it, Nicky 2nd, and Hachi 3rd place. That's going to be it.
It's going to be very interesting. The safety cars are a huge part of it. They're getting in Poseidon's connection can set out on the tennis off well. They got the top 10 obviously all on softs, Pipetech, Larsven, the Real Johnny and Michael Kaziki on mediums, and then Hutchie, the one on the hards. He's going to be the one to watch for this race to see if he can navigate his way through the field quickly. And this should be a really good race.
The ranking board in between, by the way, it's Nicky Rizzles leading with 107 points, followed by Theo Mio with 103 points, only 4 points between them. Poseidon, he is a bit removed from them on 55 points, but he's getting a bit closer now. But yeah, definitely is going between Nicky and Theo this season.
Definitely, and 4 points, that's the difference really between, well, no places, but if Theo wins and Nicky comes second, Theo takes the lead for the championship.
Yeah, also this third division is famous for equal standings, because last season the championship did go till the last race and the drivers were on equal points at the last race, so a really great strategy. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are going out again. This is the 7th race in the Celerity eSports Season 2 on Bahrain International Circuit. My lights are already out and the drivers are off right now. The match is on.
Here's a very good start for Theo Mayer. Nicky didn't get a good launch again. He's using as much overtake as he can. To the inside goes Theo Mayer. To the inside goes Poseidon. Nicky takes the lead. He kept it well in the end. Theo Mayer is going to hold on for TP2. Poseidon around the outside. He's going to get it with him. And he's now going to be under pressure from Burgessod, who got a good start as well. He seems to have kept it pretty tidy further back. Oh no, there is a spinner. Larsman's gone round at the back. That's not good for him. Nicky Rizzles leads Poseidon up to P2. Theo Mayer held on to P3. Burgessod 4th. No safety car or anything for this one. Celerity 5th, Nova Apollo up to 6th. He's side by side with the Graswood, who managed to hold into position. Arismo P8, and then comes little Johnny, Brother Adam, Michael Kaziki up to P11, and then quite technically Hutchie holding position in Larsman. Spun further back, so perfect stop for Nicky Rizzles. He didn't get an initial great launch, but he just had really nice traction in the second stage. Theo Mayer did get a perfect launch, and he's now got to pass Poseidon. Meanwhile, they're side by side. 5th place between See You Later and Nova Apollo. Nova Apollo down the inside, See You Later on the outside, and they're going to make contact around the outside. Goes the Haas, and he's going to get the position. Great move. And up to P5 he goes, and that is nearly the end of the first lap. But he's now going to be under pressure. Actually, Nova Apollo from the other Haas, this time of the Graswood, which is what he pulled in the first race. Now he's going to put pressure on and try and go to the inside, because See You Later's run out of ERS. To the inside he goes, and now the teammate, they're going to be 3 wide, almost forcing him up. Great racing here. Poseidon's going to pressure for the lead. Out of ERS is See You Later. Nova Apollo is going to hold his position. There's a Red Bull trying to get the ball as well. This is not. It's going to carry just take that 4 wide towards turn 1.
It's really excited over here. It's really excited. Battles are going on. This is only the 2nd lap, but plenty battles already happened. And Atismo already gained 3 places over here. The Red Bull is now involved with the battles between See You Later and Nova Apollo. Graf is also on P5. This is definitely going well. Indeed, like you said, Les van B is spun in the very early race, but I hope he can rejoin it. I don't know if he got damage.
Yeah, I mean, he would have pitted out if he got damage. It was just an unlucky spin, as that's Grab's getting all out of shape in turn 8, so he's going to be in pressure. There's another spin. Hutchie's retired from position. The hard tire's not working, the safety car is out. That's going to change the complexion of this race quite a lot, because I'm expecting we'll see a few of the front runners into the pits. It's just such an easy part of the racetrack to lose it through the S's. He's just really took a nasty bit of curb on the outside, lost the rear end, smashed it to the wall.
It's that same corner where Atismo spun in the qualifying session. Also, Lucky Luke had some troubles over there, but managed to keep him out from the walls. And Hutchie didn't on those hards, who still need to find some temperature. It was a bit too much, and out of the race is Hutchie.
Yes, that's going to be interesting to see now. He was my bet for the win, so that's that gone. A shame for him. It's going to be interesting to see if we see any people coming into the pits and trying a 2-stop. Nicky Rizzles stares out, as does Poseidon. Theo Mayer also stares out, as does Burgessod. First one into the pits is Grabs then. In the house, I'm expecting he'll go set immediately now and trying 2-stop to the end of this race. Also into the pits comes Atismo and Brother Adam. So they're all going to try 2-stop. That's hard tyres for Brother Adam, which is an interesting call. He's not going to get those to the end of the race, but clearly we need to try something a little bit different. The others are onto the medium tyres.
Lars van B is saved, by the way.
Oh yeah, he is. He's now going to be caught back up to the back of the wagon in the pit as well. Probably to change his wing if he did lose him. That's going to be interesting. Let's watch, see if he does. And he doesn't change his wing, so he's just decided to change his strategy. hard tyres it is. I mean, if he can get those to the end, that's a magnificent achievement. Real Johnny is now promoted to P7, Pipe Tech to P8, Michael Kaziki to P9, and the first car to have pitted is Browse in P10. I mean, if the first lap was anything to go by, we're going to see some brilliant racing for those guys in the softs. I'm expecting a one-stop now, realistically, from these guys, because it's very strange to have missed an opportunity to go for a two-stop. Because if you go medium, that can do basically the whole race distance. Of course, you have to use 2 different tyre compounds, which is why it's not possible normally. But that's going to be one to watch. I'm not expecting a really long safety car here. We'll get one more lap because the McLaren needs to catch up. And it'll be good. What did you think of that start?
It was a great start, and then something went wrong on Hachi, not much. So it wasn't cause of contact, it was by personal mistake. This is the first safety car, but really a spectacular beginning of this race. We did see plenty action. I think our followers will also have seen the same thing over here. Yeah, we know how this third division works. The spirit is really great, and everybody is used to each other. This is above my expectations always, and I'm looking forward to the next part of the race. I think the safety car can mess up a strategy that was in your head. But in the end, it's about adjusting and anticipating. So let's see how it works out.
Celerity is going to play interesting, which is his dessert. I think we've got to the back of the field, but I mean, clearly he sees some advantage in that. I was going to say something I completely forgot it was, which is really frustrating.
Don't know. You asked me how the beginning of the how the beginning of the race was.
It was. No, I was going to say there's a lot of respect between racing. As you see people fall wide into some of the corners that they were going into, that usually ends in a big accident with a car upside down and everyone's wing broken. But that's not like that. There was a lot of respect, and that's great to see. And that means we can look forward to more great racing.
Exactly. I hope See Later can close the gap again. Yeah, that late pit stop is now on fresh hards. He is in advantage. He can. He will close it. He will close it. I hope the tires will work out and he won't make the same mistake as Hachi did. I even see the braking marks from Hachi.
I wonder. I mean, could he get those hards to the end? 25 laps? I mean, usually people who are one-stopping softer hards pit around lap 9 at this track. Well, I guess it's not impossible, but based on the 80% tyre wear people reported from practice, it's unlikely. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We will find out.
Safety car should be in this lap though, and he was just back in there. Poseidon showed a lot of pace in that first stint, which was interesting, and I'm expecting he's going to pressure for the lead of this race. Safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, Poseidon on top of his game right now, improving week by week, and is now involving the podium candidate. So definitely a good job by him, and I hope he can keep this up, be consistent, and make it to the end of the race. Then he will score points, and then he can maybe we'll see him in Tier 2 next year, next season.
Yeah. Nicky Rizzles has gone, and he's gone early as well, and he's caught Poseidon just a little bit nothing. When you go that early, you're going to be susceptible to the extreme, and that's what's going to happen here. Then he's using all the zealous Everest, so he's not really pressure into turn 1 further back. Closest battle I think is Novo Polo and Virgil. I'd actually know they're side by side between Michael Kaziki and Pipe Tech. Down the inside goes Pipe Tech. This is to be lead of the medium runners here, other than Real Johnny. Inside, Michael Kaziki's going to be squeezed on the impact, so Haas is going to try and get alongside it and involved as well.
He is showing himself.
He is around the outside, goes off Kaziki, can he keep the position? No, he can't. Pipe Tech does well, and now the Haas trying to get a little bit of contact there. Pull wide, difficult to keep it. Pipe Tech from Michael Kaziki grabs from Atismo is how it stays though. Atismo's now going to maybe try and dive down the inside, is he? No, not quite. Good respect there. But great racing for the medium runners. Big gap between Pipe Tech and Real Johnny early onto that grip, the Alfa Romeo driver who I think scored his first points or something last week. Looks like he'd get a great finish here today. Further back, battle for P7 is going to continue. This is important now because the likes of Tismo and Grabs and other Adam who have already made a pit stop, they now need to get past these runners. Grabs is maybe going to look to the inside of turn 13, that's going to be optimal, but Michael Kazuki has a big lock-up, and that's going to put him very susceptible to the hash towards the final corner. He didn't want to overtake here, but this is a big stretch going nobody alright to the left. Michael Kazuki putting out around the outside, that's a great move. Not too much by the racing point. Grabs up to P8, which is good for him. Meanwhile, Nicky Rizzles has already pulled 1.2 seconds to Poseidon, which is a brilliant restart. And Teo Mayo and Virgil are right with him, but following a decent position as well. As side by side between Michael Kazuki and Atismo, he's lost 2 more places there, which isn't good. He had to back out of it. And he's going to lose another one here to Brother Adam. He's going to try and send it up the inside. Does Michael Kazuki fight it? He's going to try and get a switch back here, is he? Opens the overtake, he needs to be careful he doesn't spin by doing that. Shaw has to back out and does in the answer. Brother Adam up to P10. Michael Kazuki losing a few places. And Luke maybe going to try and send it. He is down the inside into turn 8. And he's going to lose another position, Michael Kazuki. Optimistic move there from Luki, but he gets the position well, and Michael Kazuki needs to just regroup now and not lose any more places, but that might not be the case because now it'll be Larsman on the hard side. It's going to be close to him, so he's not using the overtake, so
I do have to admit that Mike Okazuki, what I said in the qualification session, on this track he's really missing some pace, but credits for him that he's making it so hard, and really some sportsmanship can be found in his races. Now Lars van B is touching him a bit from behind, so he wants to get past this as well. Also see you later, but still Mike, credits for him, and keep this up and make it hard for the people to pass you.
Meanwhile, the battle for P2, there's a couple going on here. Teo Mayo down the inside of Poseidon. And Poseidon's going to try and fight him on the outside. Braking on the curb is always risky, but he's managed to get it slowed down. Is he going to be squeezed on the FX? He is, but he has to back out in the end. Teo Mayo. Oh, there's a crash. Logan. No, he's not. He's coming to the pit lane to retire. And Burgess orders pit as well. He's in the 2-stop. A lot of action going on there then. No, pull up to P4. Larsen retires from the session. Poseidon's going to rejoin very dangerously. And Novo Polo has to get out of it as he was squeezed off there. Now they're going to be side by side through the S's. That can't go well. Poseidon has to back out as well. He's going to drop down to P4, having been in P2 at the start of that lap. Burgess is pinning then. He's on the 2-stop now then. So he's not going to get those mediums to the end. He could well find himself in a very competitive position here because he's got better tyres than the front wheels now. It's going to be one to watch. Grabs and fights out. He needs to get his positions.
Don't know what happened to Lars. I think that he touched Mike Okazuki from behind. Like I said, I think this maybe again, and I think this is why he stopped his race.
That's a real shame for him.
I wanted to say that I think you never should stop, because what if another safety car rejoins the race?
Yeah, but this is a gamble. Because if he's pinning now, he's putting out much better tyres and he'll be able to undercut a lot of these guys. Someone's going to follow, and then that's Poseidon, who's just going to turn straight away, which would prefer to me that Novo Polo, Nicholas and Teo Mayo are going to try a one-stop. Grabs, Pite's going to do everything he can here, but I think Grabs has got this position. Around the outside he goes, Pite squeezed on the FX, but he's not going to be able to get the FX there. Brilliant racing, great respect seen once more, and now Pite's going to be under pressure from Atizimo here, who doesn't open the overtake, so he's not going to be able to get the position there. He's going to hold station in P7. Poseidon there is honestly another set of softs, so he did do what I predicted from qualifying. He's going to set of softs, so he's stopped. And look at that, he's lost 2 seconds to Burgess on that one lap, and that really shows how powerful the undercut is. And that could be interesting for Teo Mayo because his pace is pretty cool to the cruisers so far. If he can just try and do a 1-lap undercut and they're on the same strategy, that could really help him out in this race. But it's going to be interesting to see if he comes in this lap or the next lap. Still good battling going on further down the field between Pitek and Atismo. Everyone down to... well, everyone I think needs to pit again here. So, Rio Johnny is in pretty much legitimate from 4 at the moment, which is great for him. Strange place there. It's fine. Nicky Rizos doesn't Neither does Tailmail, they're definitely going for a one stop there. I'm expecting them in the lap.
Problem for Matisno is that he's out of ERS already in lap 9.
Yes, he descended at the inside. It's good defending from Pipe Tech. A little bit questionable if he was moving under braking there, but I think he defended his position fairly. Matisno is going to get a better run here. Pipe Tech doesn't have any ERS either. He has to be in position here. Pipe Tech going to move across. Oh, that is moving under braking. And that's a little bit dangerous from Pipe Tech though. And as much as it didn't cause any contact, that's not what you want to see. But he's clearly determined to keep this position because he's not sending it stupidly, which is nice. Brother Adam and Nicky, they're also fighting now. Brother Adam, the enemy said he's left on this race, on the hard tyres. I mean, if he could get those to the end, he would be in a very good position to finish really fighting in this race, but I don't think he's going to be able to. As Zatismo does get past Bike Tech. Where's that?
Ooh.
Oh, on the straight.
Just
he must have got
one.
a better exit out of turn 10, out of turn 10 even. And positioned him pretty easily in the end of Bike Tech made a mistake. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3, that's Teo Mayo! And he's lost it and he's broke his wing. Oh, he's left in a traction zone there, he's done what we've seen the likes of Hamilton and Mazepin doing really well. And that is going to be hugely costly, not just for this race, but for his championship. He's going to have to pit this lap. Nicky Rizzo's also going to pit this lap. He's going to have to change his wing as well. And that is a nightmare for Tailmail.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering from who the tires will kick in the first, but in the end Tio Mio is forced to make a pit stop. Also Nicky's is going to make it, but for Tio Mio it's more tears as he lost many seconds.
Yes, now this is going to be interesting. I think Poseidon and Burgessord are going to come really near to Nicky Rizzo's now because they've got the cycle. And Poseidon on the soft tyres is going to be putting Nicky under a lot of pressure here. This is for technically the provisional lead of the race. And if you look to the inside, he is. Will Nicky fight it too hard? I don't think he does. He knows he's got better tyres. Oh, he's going to get a switch back here. Because Poseidon went too deep. One of them's got to back out. He needs to be careful. He doesn't want to ruin his race. Oh,
no.
Oh, that was inevitable. And he's hit his teammate as well. And both of the front runners having absolute nightmare. Tailmail by himself, Nicky Riddles. I'm sorry, you were too overambitious. I mean, obviously it's to him whether he wants to stick with that. But he's on tyres that are going to the end of the race. He just needs to stay behind him, accept the loss of the position. If you're going side by side through there, whichever car's on the inside is always going to be spun the wrong direction. Yeah. And as he got wing damage, it looks like he's kept that.
It's not smart from it's not smart from Nicky, because he's on fresh hards where Poseidon is on fresh softs. You can't win every battle when it's dangerous to go wheel to wheel when the tires are still cold, and Poseidon has got way more traction. So just let him go, because he still needs to make a pit stop. You don't.
Yeah, that's a little bit, I don't want to say immature, but I think it's a little bit I can think of for now, because he's shown so much great pace so far this weekend. And Real Johnny now does legitimately lead this race as well.
Oh, looky!
Looking like that.
Yeah, he did a brilliant move on turn 4.
Yeah, that's important because it puts some more distance between himself and Brother Adam. I really don't think he's going to win this race. There could be so many people with both the front runners spinning. This is going to be really interesting to watch. I don't think the stewards will have too much to say about that incident between Poseidon and Nicky Rizzo. If you're going side by side through that section of the racetrack, a car is always going to spin. It's just like the games of life. And I would say that was a racing incident. Brother Adam now needs to get past Pipe Tech, who's absolutely using all the ERS he can. And credit to him, it's sort of helping him stay with this league group, which is fair. Perhaps is in a sort of position to move slowly to Real Johnny. He could have a good chance of at least a podium in this race now. So be able to pit again for another set of mediums, potentially even softs if he can take these long enough into this race.
Gravis was a bit unlucky last races, and before he was already close to the podium. The 4th place is his best result. So he definitely wants to feel how it's been on the podium. So let's see if he can make it till today. He needs to make another stop, of course.
He will make it, yeah. Is actually in the best position now, I think, because he's the first car that doesn't have to pit again. Actually, Pipe Tech, he's interesting whether Pipe Tech will come out ahead of Nicky Rizzles and Taylor Mayo now. I think he's going to. He's definitely going to come out ahead of Taylor. He's probably going to lose the first to Nicky, which is a shame. And that shows just how much those spins have cost them. He's actually, yeah, he is going to come out ahead of Nicky. And Pipe Tech was what, P7? I want to say, before the pit stops. And that has shown what a nightmare it's been for Nicky Rizzles.
What?
12.
One thing that is positive is that still thrilling now, because Nicky and Theo, who are fighting each other, both had an incident and a mistake. Yeah, for this reason it's still excited, and always for some reason it's going to be excited, so probably it had to be this way, I don't know.
Yeah, and let's say we go really sure it's very exciting. We'll wait and see what happens. Luke VR now needs to deal with Etismo, the debutant. He should have the DRS here, and he's got similar amounts of overtake, about 5% more. Let's see if we can do anything about it. He is going to open the overtake, and he's going to go for it here. He's going to back out of it pretty quickly. We saw him go for a big dive, didn't we? We did see him go for a nice move on the last lap. Let's see if he tries something similar here. Using the curve, it doesn't look like he'll have a bit of a little bit better drive. Opponent, if there's no choosing to go very defensive as he keep them into the pits. And that'll be his one and only pit stop for this race. Lukey holding position in the end. Poseidon on the soft tyres has a 3-speed penalty I've just noticed, which isn't much. Actually, time penalties here are pretty rare because there's not that many places as much as in real life. I was thinking, yes, it's not that easy to spawn from here because the track is quite. Oh, there's a big crash. Poseidon's gone. He's kept his wing. It's that turn 6, the S's again. I was on board with him. He got on the curve, the high risen part of the curve, and that's another one of the front runners who's had a spin in this race. He's actually going to have got damage. He has got damage, big damage from that. He's going to have to pit. That's really going to destroy his strategy in this race, and that is a real shame for him.
Well, this is technically very good for Nova Apollo, as he is technically in the lead and winner at the battle between them, between Poseidon and Theo and Nicky. Now Nova Apollo is the winner. He's on P8 on fresh hearts, and he can go to the end, of course. So let's see if he can keep it up, because every time something happened, and we do got a very bad corner today. Only one corner actually that is very bad. What's the name of the corner again? I don't know.
It's 10-6, I think. Yes, I don't know. Until then, Real Johnny's spending the pit lane on his way to the pits, which is bad for his strategy, but he's still going to be in a good position here. I think a comfortable P8, which is good to see. He doesn't have to pit again. The front 3 still need to pit, as probably does Brother Adam, as does Celerity. If they can get those to the end, then they deserve to win this race, to be fair. And Brother Adam, and he's been saving the DRS. I wonder if he is going to try and go to the end. I mean, he's just going to go on board with him for a few corners. He's very gentle at the extra corner. I mean, it's not impossible. They could still be able to watch in this race. Graves now needs to have the best few laps of his career, so he can build up a big enough gap to come out and put some nice fresh mediums on and stop battling to retake the lead of the race. There's still one of 4 or 5 people who could win this race. It's so unpredictable here. Leaky goes a little bit wise. Poseidon has, sorry, I saw that penalty already. I completely lost my train of thought there.
It's always interesting when you can't find out who's going to be the winner, and it's really a lottery. That's what makes it fun sometimes. And I'm watching this battle going on between Lucky and Atismo, who are both up for a good result. Still need to make a pit stop, but definitely still got some pace in those tires following Gravis. So
yeah, Atismo looks pretty confident in still here. He's driving very smoothly, stepping inside and staying with the DRS and the ERS pretty well. So not a bad job at all from him so far. Nova Apollo, the potential net leader of this race, once everyone has the pit stops. He's doing pretty good, but he's got Burgess right behind him. Virgil, of course, is Nicky Rizzle's teammate, and I wonder if he's going to really ask him to fight over Apollo now, maybe try to hold him up to back him up into Nicky Rizzle's at about 12.5 seconds between them. That would be ambitious, but more than possible.
I think Nicky and Theo both are still up for points, so that's, I think, their goal right now. I think the podium result or that first place is out of their mind, but still score as many as points as they can do today. That's definitely their goal right now.
Yeah, for sure. And, yeah, they should be able to, because they're not more than a pit stop behind as much as we have out. They're not more than a pit stop behind the 3 cars that need to pit again. They've got good pace, obviously, shown by them locking out the front row. So
he lost connection, Mike.
yeah.
He has another invite. He got 2, so
that's good. Well, let's see him try anything on the ERS. He's going to. He's just happy to set the ERS at the moment, which is fair. Perhaps he's not really too big a lead at front, which might be important. Apollo might have actually overtaken Virgil because he's starting to pull away now and will slightly pressure hard. He's got a lot of confidence at the moment, which is good to see. Well, bit of a snap there. Doesn't want to be doing that too much. Also destroy the rear front tyres. Yeah. Still not going to be a simple task to take those halves to the end. He will still be in front of territory by the end of the race. It'll be interesting. See you later gets a 3-second penalty. Which isn't good for him. And it's going to be a bit of a trail falling behind Celerity soon. With the fastest lap.
Do you know why Real Johnny got 5 seconds by the way?
Yeah, speeding the pit lane.
Oh yeah, you told me. So yeah, he got 5 seconds. See you later with 3 seconds. Poseidon with 3 seconds only. Let's see some position change. Poseidon now the big loser, lost 10 places. Theo Mio and Nicky 9 places lost because of their incidents as well. And then Real Johnny, he gained 5 places. Atismo, sorry, he gained the most, 7 places won by him. Then Real Johnny with 5, Gravis 5, Lucky 5, but they still need to make a pit stop. So I think
so this could be interesting to see how far behind Nova Apollo he is.
Exactly.
So I'm imagining this is going to be medium tyres to going into, and if he's less than maybe 8 seconds behind Nova Apollo, he could definitely be in with a shout of winning this race. Nova Apollo goes through them, and perhaps needs to pit once. I'm able to say, but he's about 300 metres behind. I'm sure that's going to correlate in terms of time. 8th place for the last driver. Real Johnny is actually undergoing quite big again.
Nova on the inside through turn 4.
He gets the position. Great job. And that's important in the context of this race actually, because it means he can win some decent laps and try and pull away from crowds who's going to go through all this traffic. The gap between them is, if my maths is not wrong, about 8.2 seconds. That's more than possible if Ravs can lap maybe 8/10 a lap quicker, which you would expect is about the gap between the tyres. He could definitely do something.
Tom is asking, man, I went away for a few laps and Theo and Nicky had a scramble. Yes, indeed, Tom. Theo lost it himself, accident by himself that he lost it. And Nicky had a moment with Poseidon going through turn 6, I guess, 5 or 6, and they were wheel to wheel. Yeah, Poseidon was. Sorry for interrupting this one.
Yeah, Atismo maybe using some kind of braking a lot later into the pit lane. He's broken his wing. He's gonna have to change that now. Rather than getting a penalty, which is good to see. That's looked like simple driver error from Atismo breaking to the end. It's been caught out by how early Lucky broke, but they were the lead pair in this race. That's going to really hurt them.
Well, if he can keep in front of Nicky Rizzles, and no, he's gone out. But for Theo Mio is the question. Well, it's going to be close.
And Theo Mio locks up in turn 1 as he takes the position. Atismo's got better tyres. You expect to blend that back, but that is it. Now we've got realistically 3 contenders to win this race then. Brother Adam, can he go to the end on those hards? It's unlikely, but I don't really see why he'd try anything different. 14 lap on tyres, don't have any test system or anything to work it out. But he does seem to be driving very smoothly, which is good for the tyre, staying off the curves when he can.
Yeah. Now back to us. Sorry, back to Sneaky Tom. I want to complete what I was telling. Yeah, of course, Poseidon and Nicky had that. Yeah, that moment was a bit of contact between them through turn 5 or 6. And I think at that moment Poseidon was on soft tires, Nicky on the hards, both fresh tires. I think in that moment Nicky should have let Poseidon pass, because he still needs to make a pit stop, you know. Of course you can make it hard, but he wanted to make it a bit too hard, and that's what caused the spin, I think. Yeah, then later Poseidon also had a own mistake, so really they are all giving it out of hands by mistake. And then that's why Novo Apollo is technically the guy who will win this race, but don't shut Brother Adam out.
And don't rule out Gravs as well on those fresh mediums. He's pulled in about 2.5 seconds already to Novo Apollo, so that's not impossible. It'd be interesting to see whether Brother Adam gets a puncture. I mean, if he's not going to pit in the next few laps, I don't really see why he would pit at all. The way he's been saving ERS leads me to believe he's been saving his tyres for a long time in the race. I've been quite a smooth and collected driver, and this is a solid race that a smooth and collected driver can definitely win. It's a bit of a slide on the entrance to turn 10 there, and cost him time and tyre wear. Novo, can he actually close in the 7 seconds on the tyres is going to be interesting for Adam to watch. Stick around, it's going to be a good one. Look how many viewers we've got for 15 minutes sliding into the race.
Yeah, Tom is right. He said, look at Gravers, he's also a contender. And indeed, on those fresh mediums, but still he needs to make up about 10, even more, 12 seconds to the leader. Let's see. It's almost 12 seconds to the leader. He needs to close, and that's 4 overtakes he needs to make. And I think Brother Adam and Celerity are going to try to make it to the end. I think they will, but it's very risky. I don't know if they will make it, like you said, but yeah, Gravers don't shut him out as well. But still, he needs to make up a few seconds.
He's decided to, that makes sense. He had a penalty and was, you know, worth just not risking it. He can probably get him softs to the end of the race now. Set the fastest lap and spot some solid points. There's Lukey on, Pitek are going to go side by side. Pitek on old mediums, Lukey on, Pitek on old hards, even Lukey on fresh mediums. It's not the most difficult overtake he's going to have to make in his career. So to be quite for Lukey, it's been a very solid drive so far. That could well turn into P4 if Brother Adam can't make it to the end. This is going to be a very intense final 9 laps of the race. Perhaps he's the one who's moving, and he's 2 seconds a lap quicker than Brother Adam at the moment. Actually going to take their last lap time. So Brother Adam, last lap was 31.9, he's in the mid to high 31s. Grabs is in the high 29s, low 30s, so 2 seconds a lap quicker for the Haas driver at the moment. Although he's now got enough for Romeo in the way that needs to pass. It's going to be crucial.
It's going to be close between him and Real Johnny, as he is closing in and wants to make that overtake really soon. It's not 20 seconds, Tom, it's only 12 seconds, and he's closing in by 2 seconds, like Jake said already. So definitely a podium is up for him. And Brother Adam, yeah, I think that he will dare to make it to the end, because he don't want to give up this first place. What do you think, Jake? Will Brother Adam try to do it?
He's got to try now at this point. Oh no, he's pitting! Brother Adam pits! He's not going to try.
It was too much.
Oh, that's a shame. It's still going to be a race for the win though, because Grabs is going to get past Real Johnny here, who doesn't fight it all that much. He knows he's not going to win that battle. And there's now 3.5 seconds between Novo Apollo and Grabs for this race win. Brother Adam, fresh set of mediums. It's a shame he didn't try to the end, but I don't blame him. He's just trying to be sensible, get as many points as he can. He's going to come out on P8 on some good tyres. He can probably get back up to P6 by the end of the race.
Oh, he's splitting Nicky and Theo there. And then through turn 2 with a bit of oversteer for him. Theo can't provide on this one. Yeah, this is good for Nicky, that Brother Adam is splitting him up. And on those soft mediums, yeah, this is well for Brother Adam. I think he can climb a few places maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Still 8 laps left of this race. Gravs, I need to see what sort of lap time Novo Apollo is doing. So he's in low 31s, Gravs as mentioned in the low 30s. So there's about a second a lap between those, which means in about 3 laps time Gravs is going to be right on the way away of Novo Apollo. It's interesting. Real drivers, he can have a podium Luki is going to try and get that 5-second penalty window. And about 5.1 seconds between them, so it's expected to be able to, but anything can happen. Further at him, back Nicky Rizzles, and his tyres. So he's going to make this hard.
How he's going to do it on the inside, through the last turn. Oh, this is a really brilliant move by brother Adam.
Nicky, not even opening the DRS and doesn't look like the team needs to do the workings have worked out as an outlook. Nicky Rizzles and Teo Mayo right together on track.
Yeah, but he should do this. He should do this earlier with that side-to-side action with Poseidon. He should do the same.
For as long as possible. Yeah, Poseidon's not going to score points today. It's going to be interesting about the final point actually between Celerity and third result. Teo Mayo actually, it's going to turn into quite a close battle with that. Teo Mayo was a lot quicker than Nicky at the moment as well, which is interesting for the championship battle.
Okay, look at this.
Let's see. They keep it clean with each other, let's hope so.
Yeah, they are not in front at this moment, but still fighting each other. And yeah, it's about who gets the most points. And Teo Mayo wants to get more than Nicky, so then he needs to do a job that's overtaking Nicky and drive away from him. Both they didn't got penalties, and both they are on exact the same age tire, so this is spectacular till the end. Teo wants it, Teo wants to have it. The bullet sword!
It's going to hurt him a little bit, but he actually put Nicky Rizzles off and he locked up into the final corner. He's going to defend to the inside, and it's going to be great racing. Which way is he going to go? He's going to look left, he's going to squeeze him as much as he can, but he can't do anything about it. Now he'll maybe try and get the DRS for this second straight, get a better exit, lock up for Teo Mayo. Nicky on the power as soon as he can be. Not using as much curve there, he did get a great exit. He's going to have to give it everything he can, but Teo Mayo has more DRS. I think unless he goes for something really stupid, Teo's got that position. Crucially, those extra 2 points in the championship fight.
Yeah, but it was a nice battle and some Williams power, because Bugazord almost got involved in it. If he could make it overtaking Teo, that was definitely a good strategy for Williams. Unfortunate he couldn't make it, and Teo Mayo already overtook Nicky. And I think he got some more pace on these hard tires, and I think he will drive away. Also, Bugazord now overtook Nicky. He's on fresher mediums, so this is logical.
Yep, and he should be able to pass Teo Mayo logically, which is going to be good for Nicky overall, because he'll go from losing 1 point to his championship rival to losing, go from losing 2 points even to losing just 1. Brother Adam's still got a chance at P5 here, which would be a great finish. He's on the back of Exismo now, and we saw he didn't stick around there behind Nicky. His Gravs is in the DRS of Nova Apollo as well, I've just noticed. What brilliant pairs he's shown on those medium tyres. He's now got 5 laps to try and pass him, but where have we seen that before? Not so easy. Brother Adam.
On the outside there.
He is, Exismo's done everything he can with the DRS, but I don't think he's going to have too much in defence of that position. Brother Adam, better tyres, better exit, and moves himself up to a very strong E6, and he should be able to get pike sec on those one hard as well. Good stuff for him.
Hey Jake, do you know the strategy from Gravis? He started on softs, medium?
Yeah, the 2-stop.
Did he do it?
Yeah, I think that's what he's done. He started on the softs, he hit him the first safety car, I think. And then he's done mediums again from that, and it's really worked out here. He's now going to pass Nova Apollo. He doesn't have quite as much ERS, which is going to help him. Their tyres, perhaps he's still got much better tyres. So,
I think, no, I didn't. Not like this, because it's a very good race actually, and I think maybe Tom wasn't speculating bad things, because Gravis is really a contender for the win today, as he's closing in on Nova Apollo. Of course, these hards will come on a point that they definitely kick in after maybe 1 or 2 laps. They will feel like soft for about 2 laps. That's a positive for Nova, but he needs to get rid of Gravis.
He's going to try and think of sending it down the inside now, just brace a little bit later. uses ABS to his advantage. Actually, he's not using ABS, so he's fine with breaking that leg, shows the confidence he has on these tyres. Novopol can lead it again, there's a lap traffic actually of Novopol's teammate. He was still disconnected, I believe.
Oh, look at this! Bourgeois going to make a move on Tio Mio on the inside, and he has done it. Still wheel to wheel to turn 4, but he's done it.
Good move. Yep. So that's P8 now for the Williams driver. No regret there for the team's brother Adam has managed to get past Pipe Tech as well. So it is P5 for him. He might be able to get leaky by the end of this race. He should definitely be able to get into the penalty window of Real Johnny. So P4 for brother Adam would still be a very good result. As Nova Polo might get the DRS off his disconnected teammate here. He needs to be sensible about this. Is he just going to pass in? Yeah, he is. The teammate gets a DRS. That's not really going to help him. This is the closest Grabs has been then. 4-8 to the men's straight. They've now got similar amounts of DRS. Let's see what happens. He needs to get a nice clean exit, which is what he didn't get last time. Still not a perfect exit, but a better one. DRS is open. Doesn't have much else to work with, but neither does Nova Polo. He's going to go to the inside. This could lead the race. What can Nova do? Try everything he can. Is he going to try and send it back? He can't. Grabs not in the best part of the racetrack, but that is the move that has given him the lead of this race with 3 laps to go. Can Nova do anything about it on the run back up the hill? Surely he's too far back, and he doesn't look in the overtake. He knows he's fighting a losing battle, so Grabs has made the 2-stop work here, and if he can survive for 3 more laps, he will pull off what is a brilliant victory.
He would be very happy with it. Nova Apollo would be a bit disappointment because he was really smelling a win, but still he got beaten by a better strategy that it's done by Gravers on mediums. So a 2-stop indeed can win this race, but it's still not done because they are busy with the final 4 laps. They don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah, interesting. The Nova's done really well staying with DRS of Grabs here, and so long as he can get a decent drive off this corner and then the one after, he is still going to have the DRS for the main straight. He has now got more ERS as well. So maybe there's a small chance he could get him back here. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Seasonal's going to get on the pipe deck as well. Interesting to watch. Nova opening the overtake to be where he can to try and get back into the DRS. He is. But he's going to have the DRS for one more lap. I wonder what he can do.
See you later. Yeah, he thrown out quite a big dive, but it was a clean one. Nicky anticipated on it. And now See you later wants to drive away. How many penalties does he got? He got 3 seconds, so he needs 2.5 seconds on Nicky Rizzles right now in the final 3 laps. If he can make it, then he will rob Nicky Rizzles from his final point.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he can do. Nova Polo stayed well within DRS for Grabs. These hard tyres are going to start to come from the delta between the 2 tyres is going to drop more and more in these final few laps. If he can stay with him through these next couple of tight corners, maybe he's still got a chance here. Pipe Tech and Atismo are going to go side by side. Pipe Tech does what he can, but he's on a part of the racetrack. He's not going to get much grip from where Atismo moves up to P6 on his difficult for the Irishman. Great stuff from him. And Nova Polo has done exactly what he needed to do. Stay in the DRS some more. This isn't over. As Marco Kazuki's disconnected car has been very now. And Nova Polo's actually gained about a 10% left, so Grabs must be going a little bit. We've got lap 28 on the men's straight, and then lap 29 on the men's straight. They're going to be his best of chances to try and get past. Similar amounts of overtake once more, not much left for either of them, to be honest. Grabs really struggling through this final corner, it must be said. He's made another mistake there, and that's really allowing Nova Polo right with him as they go down the men's straight. He's built up and overtake here.
He doesn't got enough. He doesn't got it.
He doesn't, but he's got a lot more momentum. Definitely thinking about it. In the end, he's just going to try and get a better exit.
He needs to have the good exit if he wants to have it right now. I think this one is too far away. It's a hard one to overtake on the second straight.
Yeah, doesn't send it. But he's going to get another shot right here. Grabs, look at the man he's looking up here. Getting a lot of rear looking as well. Which means he's really starting to struggle with these tyres. needs to just keep his composure now. He'll have one more shot at it, and he could well still win this race, and that would be brilliant driving, because it looked like when Gravs passed him, that was the race over. It was a brilliant driving race. At some point, still got something to do with it. Have either of these guys won a race this season?
No, Nova Apollo didn't. He had a second place. Grafis, like I said, he had his best result was P4. He was close to podiums in many races, but some bad things happened or just missed out on a podium because of a penalty or reasons like that. But today he's definitely up, and even up for a win. So let's see. But both of these drivers didn't score a win yet.
So they're both going for their maiden wins then. Gravs just still has better tyres through the middle sector. He just needs to get a solid line on his corner. He doesn't lock up, and he's still got a little bit weak and just struggling with power. Not quite as much as he has done before. That might be keeping him safe. So far, Burgess gets first place. About the P7. Great recovery for him. Nova does everything he can. He's not going to get moved there. He's got one more realistic shot. That is up the hill here, maybe into turn 10 or the final corner. He could try something later on with that, but it's unlikely. Gravs holds on to the most crucial parts for him. Real Johnny, in terms of the penalty window, he's going to drop to P5, which is a real shame for him. If he didn't outspeed in the pit lane penalty, he would get his first podium. What's his best? Did you say his best finish was P10?
Sorry, Real Johnny scored his first point last week indeed. So yeah. I don't know, I think he will miss his podium, and Luki will score his first podium. Luki never gained a podium yet.
Yeah, good for him, but Rabs has made a little bit of a mistake into turn 10 there. He's got much less overtake than Nova Apollo. Yeah, this is like watching Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen like it was a weekend in the cars, which you can see Hassan racing points that but I think Gravs has done enough. He's going to have one more shot, Nova Apollo. He's surely not going to be close enough. He's got less ERS now.
Can't make it. He needs to win for Gravers. He will do it.
He just needs to navigate the final corner properly. He doesn't look up. He doesn't spin. And he's going to do it.
There it is. The first win from the Gravers, aka the Grasborg. Won the Celerity race, followed by Nova Apollo. They made it very spectacular for us in the thrilling end. Luki, his first podium over here. He shall be very happy. Brother Adam with a very solid P4 again. Real Johnny finishing P5, 6 for Atismo. Good first result. Bulgasort P7. Pipe Tech P8.
See you later on the line, interesting.
Really? Yeah, oh, Nicky has got him back. Yes, he got it.
Yeah, he did it. It is still going to be a point for Nicky, which is important for his championship. That was a brilliant end to that race.
It was a good race. It was a very good race. I really enjoyed it. And a few mistakes, but these belong to Formula 1 races sometimes. But definitely some good sportsmanship today. Poseidon will finish as last. Mike Okazaki unfortunately lost connection. Couldn't make it to the lobby anymore, so that's why his EI was already finished. But there he is. Poseidon was last. So yeah, he is out of points as only driver who was up for a good result today. But for now, yeah, he has to accept it that he's on P12 today.
Yeah, shame for him. I mean, that will be seen as a missed opportunity for a lot of drivers. Pretty much all three of their front runners. Well, they all did spin. They all lost out on chances at the win. And in the end, Gravs and Nova Apollo profited.
Exactly.
So you get something there.
Yeah, when drivers are making mistakes, this will be the moment for other drivers to get on the podium and shine some light on them, because now Grav has earned his first win, followed by Nova indeed on the podium. And
Johnny in P5 as well. Great stuff from him.
Do you want to do the announcements from the board?
Why not? Gravs wins the race for Haas, then making the two-stop work. Nova Apollo the head of the one-stop runners in P2. Luki gets his first podium in P3. Brother Adam, it looked like he could have won that race at one point, but he still gets a very strong P4. Real Johnny, if he didn't speed in the pit lane, he'd have had a podium, but he's P5. Atismo P6. Burgess on P7. Pygtech P8. Tailmayo in the end does finish ahead of Nicky Rizzles in P9. Nicky is P10. and then Celerity P11, Poseidon P12 over the fastest lap, Michael Kazuki 13th, and then the two DNFs were B&B Larsvan and Hutchie.
Yeah, Hutchie with a very early spin, really unfortunate one, because he was your prediction for scoring a podium, and also from mine, but it was a very early race for him. I think he will not be happy with that one, but he will be stronger back next week. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Jake, because I really did.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed that one. It was a great race. It's nice to see qualifying as well this week.
We are going to the interviews right now. That's something new. I don't know if you already heard it, but we are doing live interviews now. So we will make a small lobby in the showroom.
Yep. So it's Gravs. Who are they? Gravs, Novopolo,
and Looky Luke. And the winner today is a Haas, so let's reveal the Haas over here. And let's invite the drivers to our session. One moment, please. Alright, they are added, Jake, so let's wait for them.
Nice. Yeah.
It was a very good race. I really enjoyed this one. And I know that Tier 3 is capable of bringing these races home. But out of my expectations again. Graf has joined it already.
Yeah.
Hi, Gravers. Can you hear us? Alright, I have a question for you to arrange the party settings. Can you have a look in party settings if your voice is shared to public? Go to party settings. You're in the party right now and you can go to the settings if you press the party menu. In the menu, then you have party, and then you will see party settings in the menu, and then there is an option to share the voice to public. It needs to be enabled, otherwise our viewers can't hear you. On your phone? But how are you on your phone? It's a PS4 system.
Yeah, you can join on your phone. That's
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well,
I'll see if I can find the menu on the phone. So.
Well, I hope that it will be safe then, and it shall be good. Well, our first question, Graf, is how does it feel to win the Celerity race?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you got a question for him, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, you pit under the first safety car. Were you always going to intend to do a two-stop, or was it like a split-second decision that ended up, of course, winning you the race?
I have to interrupt this. We can't hear you. I have confirmation from Tom and Kylet. Kylet116. Do you know him, Gravers? He is really for you because he shouted your name when you won. He's really happy, but we can't hear you. The volume is only hearable through my earphones. So really, a setting has to be changed. Alright, then I will say to our guest what you told us, because you were really happy, you were really sweating, and you really couldn't believe yourself. It was a phenomenal race, and your strategy really worked out in the end. That was the first question you did answer. The second question, what did you ask him again, Jake? It's still practicing for us, so...
Were you always intending the two-stop? Was the question. And he said yes he was, and popped up with a strategy to put under the safety car. Surprised, and to be fair, that two-stop really worked in the endless fresh mediums at the end. You had so much pace, really nice job.
Yes, that's also translated for our viewers. Well, thank you, Gravis, and really enjoyed. I have a final question for you. Sometimes I'm still used to call you the Grassborg. Is that okay? Gravis, or aka the Grassborg, that's going to be. Alright, because people are getting to know you now because you won a Celerity race, mate. Enjoy it. Alright, next to Luke, I think Luke is also in the party.
Yeah, hi.
Alright, first question for you, is it arranged that your voice is shared to public?
Yeah, I heard you saying it, so I think I did it as well.
Well, Luke, we already said it in the race, but I think you must be very thrilled with your first podium in the Celerity after 1.5 season. So, how did it go for you?
Yeah, fucking finally. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was great. It was it was very fortunate with the safety car that I think actually caused myself. I sort of braked quite early for Mark Ogzici. And I think Hachi, didn't anticipate that and crashed onto me, and I think it was race over. So that was very unfortunate for him. But then in my mind, I thought, okay, this is okay. Let's go for the two-stop, and man, did it work out, right? Of course, unlucky for Theo that he spun out, and I think Nicky as well. So. But when the best guys screw up, we're there to pick up the breadcrumbs. So lucky to do that.
Well, that is some good translation by you, mate. Well, did you like the battles between you and Atismo? He's a new driver in the league, but really it looked solid between you guys.
Well, yeah, I was actually planning on staying behind him because I thought, well, this is quite a decent pace. And then I think I made a very nice overtake. I think maybe one of the best ones of my life around the outside. And after that I was quite nervous, so he was able to stick with me. But in the end I found my pace, especially after the second pit stop, and that was great. So at least one Ferrari on the podium, right?
Exactly, and I think you shall enjoy it for the entire weekend. So thank you for the answering our questions, and have a good one. And we like to see you again, Looky Luke, because you're our Looky Luke.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's always nice to hear that on the stream. So please keep on doing that.
Thank you, mate. Well, our final driver, is he in the party, Nova Polo?
I don't think he is, which is a shame.
Yeah, drivers still are getting used to our new system. And it's optional for them to join our interviews. Of course, it's a press conference where they can stay away from. But in the end, I think after a couple of weeks, these interviews will go better, and already some positive. How do you say that? That it's already. People already
Science.
think it's positive, and it's going well.
Yeah.
And let's go back to the interviews tomorrow. I think Nova won't join us. And thank you as well, Jake. And for the viewers, also thank you for watching. We will close the stream. We will be back tomorrow with the second tier at 19:30 Central European time, and we will launch the first tier at 9 o'clock. So don't miss out on the action, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.